Everyone is stuck in this endless loop, copying the same tired marketing playbook, and it's killing everything that could have been different. The spark, the edge, the real breakthrough. No one talks about it, but you know it deep down. This isn't a game where following the herd gets you anywhere close to extraordinary. Instead, you're trapped, running in place, watching competitors regurgitate the same proven tactics, the same bland strategies, hoping that by parroting a formula, they'll find success. The truth is brutal. This endless echo chamber drowns originality and buries the unique fire burning inside so many founders, professionals, and leaders like you. It's exhausting to see brilliant people boxed in, limited by the noise, crushed by the pressure to conform to something that never really worked for them in the first place. It's the kind of suffocating repetition that makes your soul ache. You pour your heart and hours into campaigns, strategies, platforms, and still, there's this gnawing feeling, like you're selling out yourself to chase what everyone else is doing. It feels like a betrayal of your instincts, your creativity. And why? Because the system tricked you. It handed out these safe guidelines wrapped in warm promises. Follow this blueprint and you'll win. But these blueprints are chains. They tie you to mediocrity dressed as success. They keep you in the shallow end while the deep waters of true innovation, raw connection, and real impact drift out of reach. Here's the brutal fact. Those playbooks weren't built for game changers. They were crafted to serve the comfort of the masses, the average, the easy to control. They kill risk and reward safety to the point where no one wins big, no one truly leads. Progress refuses to come from the center, from the middle of this conformity circle. It comes from the restless few, the renegades who refuse to accept these false assumptions about what marketing should be. These few are done waiting for permission, done feeding the machine, done compromising their fire for acceptance. You see, the system doesn't want you to disrupt it. It wants you to blend in, to be a cog, to optimize your ideas till they're safe, silent, and sellable. But underneath all that sameness, there's something dying. The essence of what makes marketing, leadership, and creation powerful. Raw, unfiltered human connection that scares the mainstream because it's unpredictable. It's untamed. It doesn't fit neatly into a spreadsheet or a quarterly report. But that untamed spark, that's the only thing that ever changed the world. So, how do you break free from this madness? How do you escape the copy machine grind and carve your own marketing path that stands out, that moves people, that commands attention not because it's loud, but because it's real? The answer is simple but radical. Stop copying what works for everyone else and start creating what works for you, for your mission, for the exact people who hunger for what only you can offer. This means unlearning everything they told you about best practices. It's about rejecting comfort, smashing the overused templates, and stepping into the kind of risk that feels like fire on your skin, but fuels your soul. This isn't about chasing viral trends or cheap hacks. It's about breaking every rule that limits your individuality. It's about fiercely owning your voice, your story, your quirks, your perspective. It means not settling for audience-made personas that fit a demographic, but actually digging into the radical truth of what your people need and want, not just what's easy to sell. It means building from the edges, from the real human tension and desire, not the sanitized version the market gurus spoon-feed you. Look, the biggest mistake is thinking you have to do this alone, or that you must be loud to be heard. What the great founders and leaders forget is that power doesn't come from scaling noise. It comes from amplifying essence. From creating a network of alignment where brilliant misfits, rare thinkers, and radical doers find each other and build together. The system gave you a fake choice: play by its rules or get eaten. But there's a third way. It's about forging alliances with those few who burn like you do, who see through the illusion, who refuse the status quo. That's where true marketing revolution happens. When your strategy isn't about copying the playbook, but rewriting it with every step, blending your strengths with those of others who push boundaries. This sort of connection multiplies impact beyond any simple tactic or platform. It's the network of rare individuals who don't just sell but shift realities, weaving stories and experiences that break through to the deepest parts of human desire and loyalty. But to build this, to truly diverge from the crowd, it demands ruthless honesty. You need to question everything you've been told. Every easy win and best practice must be thrown into the fire and judged anew. You have to be willing to be misunderstood, to be isolated because the old rules don't reward authenticity. Patience is your greatest ally here. Understand that this deep work takes time to mature, that the long game is where eternal impact waits, not in instant gratification or viral flukes. It's about being sovereign in your marketing, and that means your will, your vision, your unique method is your weapon. You don't borrow freedom, you live it fiercely. Reject the toxic promise of comfort that hides as freedom, but actually kills your differentiation. Choose the edge where ideas still cut, where bold moves still scare the skeptics, where your audience feels not just marketed to, but seen in their unfiltered human complexity. And when that happens, magic happens. You stop being another voice in the crowd, and you become the signal people wait for. Your message resonates because it's born from your truth, refined by fire, and delivered to those ready to rise with you. Your marketing isn't something you follow, it's something you live. It moves markets because it moves people, and it moves people because it's true, raw, and aligned. So if you feel that itch, that unbearable tension inside that whispers you're not here to live a borrowed life, you're not here to repeat worn-out scripts, then know this: you're already on the right path. The world as it stands can't give you what you're looking for. It won't build the stage for your breakthrough. That's why a new structure, a new kind of network where the rare connect and create, is not just nice to have, it's essential. It's where your brilliance meets its match, where your misunderstood vision finds partners, where you transcend the world's illusions of freedom and comfort to live a marketing life full of fire, impact, and freedom. This isn't about making things easier. It's about making things yours. Every play, every campaign, and every connection must be a step in your becoming, a step in unshackling the marketing world from mediocrity, noise, and sameness. It's about standing bravely where others copy and daring to create what no one else has the courage to try. And that, when done with relentless will and radical truth, is the only way forward. The only way to not just survive marketing, but to completely change the game for good.